I founded the Slam Poetry team and I'm the current captain. The Slam Poetry team is currently in its second year at Brookline High School. We started with about 4 people, maybe 5 the first year, and now we've grown to about 10 or 12. We've really seen some great expansion as a club. I'd say my favorite part about slam poetry is the very unique form of expression that it offers. Some people use their words to convey things, some people use art to convey things, some people make music. And slam poetry is really just a fantastic blend of all these things, where it's both performance as well as poetry, and you sort of merge the two into this wonderful sort of dynamic art form. I suggest Slam Poetry Club to really anyone. Anyone who has a story to share, anyone who's interested in English and or drama.
Yeah, it's my first year here, so it's obviously my first year doing slam poetry. Well, I always liked to write poetry, but I never really thought about performing it. It's a different way of interpreting poetry. It's a bit of a mix between drama and actually written poetry. I remember watching a video about Louder Than a Bomb when I was in Canada, and I thought, how amazing is it to be able to share all of your ideas and all of your emotions that you've put into paper and actually get up and share them with a crowd of people. That's really what I enjoyed. It's sort of like the idea of being able to perform it, but it's more of an expression of it with more people. That's really what I like about it. I mean, I think it's great. I love being able to share with other people and get their comments and be able to learn about different people's styles and what they have to say. And it's a really great way to get to know people and really how their viewpoint from a lot of things. And I just really enjoyed it. It's a great club. It's a lot of fun, and it gets very emotional sometimes, but at the same time it can also be very lighthearted. So it's like a real brand of really crazy emotions, but it's a lot of fun. I suggest it to anyone who likes to write. Even if you don't like to write, you just want to give it a try. Anyone who likes to perform or to share, really anyone can try it.
I think the most memorable moment was during Teen Word when we hosted our own poetry slam, because I got to just show everyone what I've been working on for so long, and it was a great feeling to just know that I had shown a lot of people a side of me that I don't usually get to show people. I think that really anyone would benefit from it, because there's a stereotype of the poet being the brooding kid in the back of the class who likes a lot of art and weird counterculture stuff. But from the people in Poetry Slam, it's such a diverse group of people that it's just such a great group to hang out with.
Well, originally I read one of my poems at Brookline Poetry Fest or the Brookline Folksmith last year, and that was the first time in a long time that I actually read for an audience. So after I read that poem, I got a lot of positive feedback from a lot of people, and my friend Harry Kalish came up to me a few days later and told me that the Brookline Slam Poetry team was going to a competition in May, Louder Than a Bomb, and he asked if I wanted to join them and compete in the competition with them. So I joined the team and we went to Louder Than a Bomb, and since then I've just been part of the team. One of my favorite things about slam poetry is that it's just a very supportive atmosphere, even though a lot of it is competitive and you do go to compete against other poets. At the same time, all the other poets are interested in what you have to say, and after you do a poem, they come up to you and they tell you how great a job you did, and you all just get to know each other, get to know people from other schools, you get to work with people at your own school, and it's just very supportive, and everyone is there because they love poetry. It's never just to be competitive. They're there because they love poetry and they want to perform and they want to listen to other people perform, and I just really like that atmosphere.
My name is Mary Birchmel, and I am the advisor of the Slam Poetry Club. Gosh, I don't even know. I mean, you don't necessarily have to be a performer. You don't necessarily have to be an out there kind of personality, because some people are actually very shy and quiet. when they're sitting at their desks, and then you put them up in front of a crowd and they completely transform. So I could never necessarily know what student is going to be right for slam poetry, but I guess the one characteristic you need is you need to like slam poetry, and you need to like to write and express yourself. And other than that, everybody's welcome.
The club meets every X block in room 387. We do all sorts of great stuff. We work on poems, we help workshop poems, we write poetry, we organize events, and we field a team to big poetry slams like Louder Than a Bomb. But I wonder, in some strange fraction of our perception locked deep within towards the center of the multiverse, if I ever even had a chance. It's been a fantastic experience working with all the wonderful, dedicated people of the Brookline High School Slam Poetry team. Shout out to all my homies.
I'm keeping that. No. All right. I think I'm.